Labor court in Nairobi has suspended the recruitment of 10,000 new police officers following a petition filed by former Member of Parliament Harun Mwau. The decision came just hours before the exercise was set to begin across the country, drawing the entire process into uncertainty and spark a wave of reaction from citizens, police officials, and political leaders. The petition was filed by Mwau on grounds that the recruitment process was irregular and unlawful. He argued that the National Police Service Commission, which is tasked with overseeing the exercise, had failed to follow proper procedure in advertising, preparing, and supervising the recruitment. According to him, the process was likely to be compromised by corruption, favorism, and lack of transparency. In his petition, Mwau claimed that the recruitment drive was being rushed without adequate safeguards. He stated that such an important exercise required clear structures to ensure that only qualified candidates were selected. By failing to put those safeguards in place, he argues the Commission was exposing the process to abuse. His legal team submitted detailed documents to support their petition, listing gaps and loopholes in the preparation that they said would undermine the credibility of the exercise. Labor Court, after considering the petition, issued an order suspending the recruitment until the matter could be heard and determined. The ruling meant that all plans by the police to carry out nationwide exercise had to be halted immediately. For thousands of young Kenyans who had prepared to turn up at the recruitment centers, the decision was both surprising and disappointing. Many had traveled long distance, spent resources to be ready for the exercise, only to learn at the last minute that it would not take place. The suspension also left the National Police Service Commission in a difficult position. The commission had already announced date and location for the recruitment and had mobilized officers to supervise the process. With a court order in place, all those arrangements were thrown into disarray. Senior police officials expressed concern that the delay could affect service ability to fill the critical gaps in staffing, especially in regions that have faced rising insecurity. For Mwau, however, the ruling was a victory. His lawyers told the court that the decision confirmed the importance of accountability in public service recruitment. They said that the police service, like any other public institution, must operate within the law and to be held to the highest standards of fairness. They added that Kenyans deserve a process free from corruption and irregularities, especially in an institution as important as the police. The case quickly became a topic of national debate in towns and villages across the country. Kenyans discussing the impact of the suspension. Supporters of Mao petition say the ruling would force the government to clean up the process and ensure only the best candidates were recruited. The critics, however, argued that the decision was disruptive and would leave the police understaffed at the time when security challenges are increasing. Officials within the Ministry of Interior acknowledged that the suspension was a setback. They said the ministry would await further direction from the court before making any new announcement. According to them, while the government was keen to expand the police service, it would respect the court process and comply with all legal requirements. The court directed that the case be heard in full in coming weeks, giving both the National Police Service Commission and Mwau's legal team time to present their arguments. Until then, the recruitment exercise would remain on hold. The commission was also instructed to submit documents showing how the recruitment had been planned and what steps had been taken to ensure transparency. The news of suspension spread quickly like bushfire on social media, with many young people expressing frustration. Some wrote that they had spent weeks preparing for the physical test, medical checks, and interviews that come with the police recruitment. Leaders from different parts of the country also weighed in. Some praised Mao for standing up against what they described as a flawed system. Others accused him of interfering in a process that was vital for a national security. In a parliament, several legislatures demanded that the Interior Ministry explain how the exercise had been organized and why it had ended up in court. The suspension places pressure on the National Police Service Commission to defend itself against accusation of mismanagement. Commissioners were expected to prove to the court that the recruitment had been designed to meet the standard required by the law. They also had to assure Kenyans that the process was not influenced by corruption or favorism. In the meantime, police stations across the country remain without the new recruits they had been expected. Commanders who had prepared to receive fresh officers had to put the plans on hold.